Hi, welcome back. Today will be part of Beaver part 4. Today I'm going to be working on probably setting some handles on it. I've got to decide what I want to do and how I want to do it, and I'm not done that. Now, nobody's just shook my tree about wanting a beaver knife for their own, although there've been a couple of questions and everything else like that done on it. And so that's the reason I decided I'd build a beaver knife, just to show everybody what it entails, the way they're designed, and what you can do and what you can't do with them. Or basically, they'll work just fine. They just got that bulb end on them, and they're sharp. It's supposed to be sharp on up around, so you can get in there and work with the sticky beaver fat. So I've got it taped up, and I kind of buffed it up the liner fluid. And this stuff is a cleaner, and it is a penetrator, and it is a lubricant. And when this evaporates off, it leaves a little fine haze on it, like a dry powdered lubricant. That helps protect it. And I take that, clean that, and take a piece of 4/0 steel wool and buff it to within an inch of its life. Buff it till your arm's ready to fall off. And you can do it several times. And you'll get that haze off of it, and you'll be getting the outer layer of the ferric chloride that's still sticking on there. You'll take it off. When you take it off, it's nearly smooth. Like I said, I use this to clean my rifle with before I go to Colorado. Make sure that it don't freeze up and stick. This is also a waterproof, water repellent, not a proofing, but a repellent on metal, and it sheds the water off so it don't freeze up in the bolt. Like get snow in the bolt or in the chamber or whatever, and it gets in the firing pin hole. I had my gun do that, but it was not while in use. It was afterwards when I was letting the hammer down. It didn't move. It didn't. But anyway, so it works real good for that. So now, I said I've done that today. I've buffed this up with steel wool for just a little bit, 2 or 3 times, and then I put this on it. So now I'm going to put some, I'm going to mark out and cut this tape back here. The hole, there's a hole, 1/8 hole right there, and I've done that for bolsters. So I'm going to put brass bolsters on this one, and I've got them to go because it's really hard to get to the front of them to do, although you can buff them, and that's what I'll do. I'll leave a tape on it and buff them afterwards. What I want to do is keep the epoxy from sticking to the knife metal, the edges there, and putting a dark spot around that makes it look off. So I'll do that. Put this on there, and you epoxy these on, and you clamp them in there, get them right and everything, and put your pin in it, and then you leave it long, and you pin the pin to fill up the hole. Paint it over on both sides, and then when you get ready to start doing the handle contouring and shaping, then you can grind the end of them off after the epoxy sets. Got to do it easy, because you don't want to burn epoxy. If you burn epoxy, it comes loose. It will give up the ghost, and it will turn loose. So you don't need to overheat it. I scuffed the inside of them up. Got this. Honestly, these was for another knife, and I noticed a crack in the other knife that happened during the heat treatment and everything, and no, this ain't it. It's another one. I may have thrown it away. because I do that. If they crack and I can't do nothing with them, break, I throw them away. And any of them subject to. Now, I mean any of them. Through either whether it's my fault or the steel's fault or whatever else. Maybe I overheated it, maybe I didn't, maybe it didn't get hot enough, maybe the steel had a little flaw in it, in that little spot right there. Man made it, so it's not perfect. So anyway, with that, I decided that I'd go ahead and put bolsters on this one. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take I'm set up here a little bit. I've got that clamped right there. I've went ahead and cut a cord or a rod right there. Now, all I got to do is try to square this up. So it's brass. It's not. I've not tightened it down anything. What you'd say to tighten it down a whole lot. No. So okay. I'm sorry. I had it laid on my leg. I didn't mean to for you not to see it. What I was doing. Okay. Let's do this. Make this a little bit better up there. Okay. Now, loosen that up, bring it around right here, and zoom this on in just a little bit more. Move the camera over. I'm sorry, I'm a director and actor all, so I'm not good at either one of them. Now, here's my little square. A little 1.5 by 2. It's from Tay Tools or Taylor Tools or something like that. Tay Tools. It's a nice little square. Now, I'll put this there. Let this short leg lay right on top of the spine right there. Now you can see that's not tight. I did not tighten this yet. Now, with that, this one needs to come this side, needs to come this way. Still needs to come on a little bit more. These two pieces are identical, except for one's right side and one's left side. So when they come and they're straight that way, you bring it this way. That right there looks like it. Now, just gotta come back. Tightening them up does that. It'll make it move. Keep everything right there. Okay, there that is. Fine. Now both sides should be the same because of that. They're all marked the same. They all come off the same board in here, so I can silver sort it. They got a real low temperature silver sorter, but still, I don't want to take any chances of either hardening this or even softening up the blade with it. You can harden it just a little bit. You can work harden about any metal. Copper is a good indicator that you can work harden metal, non-ferrous, by hitting on it, beating on it, moving it, doing all kinds of things to it. Well, I'm not going to put any color on this. None. I just need a little bit, and I used the Loctite epoxy, the 60-minute. I like the long pot time because the longer it takes to dry and the pot time, you can move it around and get it right where you want it before it starts setting. And once it dries, You can do about whatever you want to, and it takes powdered pigment good for adding other things to it, so I don't need much. Always happens. Always. They put these things together, and one always comes out more than the other. I don't know why, but I find I have better luck if I just remember whatever amount you're putting out there, you got to put it out of both sides. So that's there's about what I need. Because it don't take much of this to do what I want it to do. See, you put out this much without putting any of this out. So what I do that is I'll take about that much. So both sides. Now, there it is. Okay, up there. My little Hanneman dog's head. You buddy, I love it. Yep. Now. Put it right there. Get this situated where it's supposed to go. There. Okay. So the clamp burns. That. This. Make sure again. Yep. So. Good. Now, that is approximately the center of it. be fine. I'll clean that, and I can grind that off. And too hot. This stuff right here. Okay. Got a bunch of Q-tips way a while ago. Because it spilled out, I drug them out of the box, and once they get dirty in them, I don't trust them. Either for cleaning or whatever. Okay. Oh, yeah. Do that to get in and penetrate. To everybody, I mean, if you'd like, just like, share, if you just stop by, seen the title or something like that, and you watch a video, if you've hung around this long on my rambling, think about subscribing. I share what knowledge I have, what little of it I have. I just do the best I can with what I got, and my knives are my knives, so the way I treat them better, than most other tools. So, but that's what they are, is tools. So, anyway, till next time, it's Bobby Shields, Dogbone Knives. God bless.